Hello, friends. A very good morning to all of you out there, my lovely, lovely students. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope everybody is doing great. Is my voice audible and clear to all of you out there? Hello, Ashi. Hi, Madhyalia. Hi, Andaleep. Hi, Babita. Hi, Bushra Fatima. Hi, Sylvie. So good to see you, my love. Hi, Satas Kumar. Hello, Srisha, Komal, Reena, Sumita, Bushra. If I'll start taking hundreds and hundreds of names, I think the booster session would all be spent in taking names for you guys. Bushra, thank you very much for joining in. So good to see you guys. So good to have all of you here. Wanted to meet for the last booster, so that I wanted to tell you guys that you guys are so well prepared. Everything is on your tips. You don't have to worry at all. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And namaste, namaste to all my lovely students out there. I hope everybody is great. Mixed thoughts, correct? Anxiety, palpitation, stress, and thinking about, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Would I be able to give my best? How would it go? Would I be having the understanding of the questions? How would be the time management? And lots and lots. Not able to sleep. Rehan says, Tasnia says, Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. Wa alaikum assalam from ma'am's side. Okay, so how are you guys in terms of your morale? Hello, Safa. How are you, my dear? Time management is a concern, Elizabeth. Understandable, my dear. I'm sleeping so much, Sarah. That's really nice. So much. So much. I don't know what's the definition for so much, guys. How much you guys are sleeping nowadays? All
Six
of you?
hours.
6 hours, Rabia. Okay, not bad. If I will be at your place, I'll sleep 7 to 8 hours. Can we do that? No, 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 no. Lavin says I'm having nightmares since a week. Lavin, we will change it to beautiful green dreams. Yes, beautiful green dreams. Palpitation 4. No, no, Priya. Priya, 4 to 5 hours are very less. Very less. I need at least 7 to 8 hours. 8 hours are must if you ask me for these days, because whatever you have studied, even in the medical school time, that would come up in your mind. Neurons, they work only when you start having a good sleep. Right? Good morning, Noor. My thoughts are all about answers and discussions and sleep. Rehan, that's understandable. That's okay. Once you guys would be done with this exam, you would be like, oh my God, we are missing studies. What to do? We feel ourselves to be so free. All right, let's take the last minute things which are very, very important. First and the foremost thing, please give me a thumbs up. Every single student has the same name, which is in the RCOG registered name and same as that of passport. Yes?
I do
If
not have that.
then
I do
Rabia,
not.
Pearson Center does not allow you to appear an exam. Write to college that this is the disparity after marriage or whatever. I've got 3 names in the passport, 2 with RCOG. They will give you a permission letter putting this words that Rabia Wajid is similar to this passport number. You have to take that letter to Pearson Center.
Alhamdulillah, with your prayers, I have got that letter and I'll take it along with me on
Perfect. Then
Wednesday.
that's okay. If you don't have that letter, guys, unfortunately, every exam, 2 to 3 students are not able to appear. And that's very hurting that, in the morning they call us that Ma'am Pearson is not letting us do. Can you do something? Can you do? At that moment, neither the college replies nor the Pearson Center can do anything and the time passes. So please be prepared. If your name is similar, it's okay. But if there's even a single name, for example, 3 names in the passport, but 2 names with RCOG, unfortunately, Pearson Center is very strict, so take multiple IDs, at least 2 IDs, and make sure that you guys have similar name, please. That's number one. Number two, did you decide for what clothes you're wearing? Even one letter missing. Even one letter missing. There was a student, Muhammad, from Egypt, and he had UL, right? If it's Binte, E was missing or something with RCOG, because when you guys register with RCOG, you write maybe, one name. My middle name is not there in RCOG, Sarah. It has to be similar to that of passport. Otherwise, you cannot appear. Please make sure that you guys have letter. Okay? If you have 3 names on passport, often Binte, Bint, these are missing. UL to, combine the Arabic names, that is missing. Pearson Center says no. because they're simple employees of Pearson Center. They have to match to the passport or your ID check. Understood, guys? Yes, please. Everybody can unmute, please. Yes, Sharika. Yes, Sharika, my dear. You said you want to unmute, yeah? No permission. No, from my side, everybody can unmute. See, Rabia can unmute as well. Everyone, you guys can unmute, right?
Yes.
Everybody can unmute, please. Yes, it's a permission clean. Sharika, you can unmute, my dear, from my side.
Ma'am, I want to ask something.
Yes, Sombel.
Ma'am, my passport is gone for visa. Can I take my CNIC and PMDC license as ID?
You can do that, Sombel, but then take two, okay? CNIC is okay. And where are you
Oh.
appearing exam? Where is the
In Pakistan, I have my license,
valid
Pakistan
ID?
medical
Okay,
license.
no, so you
Can I take?
take your registration
Yes,
down.
both are valid and not expired.
That's fine. And the name is same as that of RCOG?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. All right. That's
Okay,
great.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, please. Anybody else? Sharika, you can unmute. I've given the permission.
Mom,
Yes.
hi, I'm Lavin.
I
I
love in
just
my.
want to say funny thing. My mom,
Yeah.
she's listening to you. She say, why she's speaking so slow in this time? I say, mommy, this is the live session. I'm putting you in the fast like X15, X2.
Oh,
And she say, she's speaking so fast. But now she's hearing you. She says the same voice, but why she's speaking so slow? Is there something wrong?
because it's not the teaching session. Tell her that it's just the motivation and booster. Thank you. Pay my regards to mommy, my dear. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Okay. How important it is, mock, mega mock. Please attend that, Jagriti. Yes, it's going to give you so much of a confidence, my dear. Thank you very much, Ashi. Thank you, my love. All right. Where to get letter from? Sarah, you have to write to RCOG exam queries. All the students we have been telling for the last 1 week in my boosters that please get that letter or else there will be a difficulty in appearing in exam, please. RCOG is going to email that letter. You're going to take a printout and then you're going to appear in exam, okay? 2 IDs are very important. Sharika, you want to say something? Oh, absolutely, Devika. Thank you. Okay, so I was talking. First thing is clear. The name thing is clear. I've got my checklist, what I have to talk about. First thing is clear. The name thing is clear to everyone. Not even a single alphabet should be changed. Yes? Okay, now come to the second. I'm going to take your questions. Yes. Second thing is clothes. When it comes to part 3, I check all the clothes, what blazer you have to wear, what trouser you have to wear, if you have to wear skirts, what would be the shirt color. I check for boys, girls, because that's a presentation. And you're being assessed head to toe that how you present yourself when it comes to MRCOG 3. But when it comes to MRCOG 2, of course, I don't want you to be shabby. But what I want is that it's breathable, easy, comfortable dress. So many times students, they try to wear new dress, new clothes, new shirt, and that's more, tight from the elbows. And imagine that you're on the screen and, it starts hurting from the elbow. And you try to wear new clothes and your trousers are too fitted from thighs and it actually is a sitting exam. So please make sure that they have got very good comfortable waist and the size. Please do not get yourself into this thing that I have to wear very good new shoes and they start hurting your feet. I want you guys to be comfortable, breathable, especially it should be comfortable from your thighs. The trousers should be airy. Don't wear tight fitted ones so that if you're sitting 3 plus 3, 6 hours, you're not thinking about that you are getting tired, you are uncomfortable with your posture, and the shirt is airy as well. The ladies who wear abaya and they wear gowns, so inside you can wear breathable things so that at certain Pearson Center last time, even air conditioners they were not working. So if AC is not working, at least you are comfortable. Even in last Dubai exam, in the one of the Pearson Center, they had some electricity problem and they had to take exam on this computer without the AC working. All right. So please be prepared for that and don't try to be like, don't overdo with your dress and nobody's checking you on that. Okay. Tight and examine. Yes, it is there. I've chosen my daily wears comfy. Perfect, Sumbul. Choose my everyday slippers as I'm solving it at home. It's okay. If it's not slippers, you can wear any sort of a joggers or any sort of a shoes, but comfortable. No need to wear heels. If you're wearing pumps, they should be comfortable one. Exactly. Outfit should be, you should pick it up now. But again, my point is, from out of experience, I'm telling you guys, the sleeves should be comfortable, the thighs and the legs should be comfortable, because you're sitting in for a longer time. Jeans become tight in examination hall, absolutely. So if you have to wear jeans, if you're comfortable in that, it should be a stretchable one. If you're comfortable, and start wearing it from now. No need to take out a new clothing, a new outfit for that day. Okay, it should be something which you have been wearing. If you're into wearing socks, make sure that they are, again, breathable. You should not be feeling hot at your feet. I mean, I want you guys that nothing should be disturbing you in exam. That's number 2. Okay, I will tell you, Shama, about coffee as well. Coming to the food. Now, we have to be prepared for everything. When I say everything, what do I mean by that? Basically, few of the Pearson Center in different parts of the world, like students in various areas distant, like few of the students, they are where the Pearson Center is very small, 4 or 5 seats are only there, and they're not very well, facilities are there. So please take your the rest meal at the time in between the 2 exams. Like, you can take sandwiches, you can take some sort of snack, like a tiny burger, or you can take anything which you feel like eating, light but nutritious, light but that should be giving you all the glucose. And with that, either you can take your fresh juice, or you want a coffee, you can take it in a hot flask with you. 1 hour break in between, you can take that, because you might not be having any cafe. But the big Pearson centers, like I know one from Riyadh, and I know one from the London one, where they have got a desk where you get fresh coffee, but it depends upon where you are appearing. You should be ready for that. In the morning, take very good breakfast, please. And from today, it might seem very, motherly, or maybe like, when mummies tell to kids, but it's very practical, and please work on that. So many times students, they get feeling sick or uncomfortable as an abdominal discomfort when their bowel habits are not appropriate to the timings, right? So what you have to do is that from today, start making your bowel habits in a way that you empty your bowels maybe at night or early in the morning. So I don't want any sort of a constipation or discomfort during 6 hours, because that is where you don't have time to think about anything else but those questions, right? So please make your bowel habits regular, take more fibers, and empty your bowels before exam, so that you're not uncomfortable on that time. In between the exam, when you have 1 hour, in that 1 hour as well, even if you don't feel like going to the toilet, please attend toilet, because again, the next 3 hours you have to be as fresh as you were in the morning. So when your one exam gets over, you're going to eat snack which you have brought. You can take coffee, you can take juice, you can attend the toilet, and you can offer your prayers if it's the Zohar Salah time at certain places, and then you can start your next exam again. Okay? Now, in this situation, please remember that when it comes to coffee and when it comes to tea, if you feel that you are a type of a person who gets energy and not too much of a palpitation, you can go ahead. I remember I took 1 cup of coffee in between my exam. But when you guys feel that it worsens, or it causes too much of a diuresis to you, so then there is something which you should be like taking care of. You know yourself best, okay? What suits you, what makes you comfortable. I want you guys not to be hypoglycemic, simple, right? Coming to sleep, I've told you that I need 8 hours sleep, and I mean it. If you're leaving one algorithm and not doing that, it's absolutely okay. Leave it, but please don't leave your sleep. Try and understand the importance of sleep. If you have lack of sleep, even the things in front of you, you guys can not, read that properly. But if you have a good sleep, for each question, you have a presence of mind. It's not about, guys, knowing postmenopausal variances or not knowing. It's about reading it properly, that, okay, the size is above 5 centimeter. Okay, it is having pain. Do you guys get my point? Right? It's very, very important in exam to know that what you're reading and you can correlate. So many times you guys have the knowledge, but you're not reading it correct. Just imagine in the EMQ workshop, just imagine in the fast track, just imagine in the regular course when I ask some question, right? Okay. With regards to the confusion questions, I have a very important point. How much do you think would be the confusion questions? In the entire exam, the confusion questions are hardly 10 to 15, not more than that. Not more than that. And if it is a confusion question, that is a confusion question for everyone. Please don't let your 15 questions affect your 180 questions. Do you guys understand my point? So if 20 questions are confusion questions, there are confusion questions for everyone, for your neighbor, from somebody sitting somewhere in the globe. You know, everyone has the same difficulty level. Now, exam is made beautifully. Please understand. You have to understand this to make yourself satisfied. Exam is a beautiful combo of 50-60% very straightforward questions. So please, nothing should affect those 50-60% questions. If your 60 out of 100 are straightforward questions, they should be done with confidence that I can do it. Everything's okay. Just read them properly. And they're doable questions, which are easy based, recommendation based questions. Around 20-25 questions would be intermediate, that good students who have done a little deep learning are able to do that. But then comes the question, which is like difficulty levels is more. For example, out of 100, you will get 15 questions, which would be tough. Tough questions, when I say, I don't mean that they will be not doable, but there will be the ones where you would have to spend a little time. Maybe you have to read it second time. Yeah. Even out of them, you would be able to figure out of exclusion 7 to 8. You would be left with 5 to 6 questions, which would be making you think once again. It's all right. It's all right. If you guys reach that level, you're done. I would be whispering in your ears. I would be saying, well done. You're already passing this exam. Why? Because Mentor is seeing mentees all over the world who are passing through same 3 + 3 6 hours in the same feelings. Now, who loses the exam? The person who gets affected of those 15-20 questions out of 100 and makes their 50-60 straightforward questions wrong, unfortunately, the person loses the exam. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Yes? So the questions, difficult questions don't make you lose exam. Please understand. On account of those 15-20 questions, when you get straightforward questions wrong, then we are losing, unfortunately. So it's an exam, which is a test of nerves. Please understand this. So when you have a difficult question, just tell yourself, if I do this correct, I will fight for this question. If I do this correct, I would be on edge from others. It's a competitive score. Remember, you are making the highest percentile, right? But if you're not able to do that, it's all right. It's okay. Give your best. Maybe 90% of other students are also not able to do that. Okay? This should be the mindset. And when you go to the next question, forget that one and tell yourself, now I need to compensate because the previous one was a tough one. It was a new Mrcog article. I didn't know that. It's all right. I'm going to compensate and fight for each upcoming question to make this exam. I am telling you what I did for myself. Right? What I did for myself. I still imagine myself sitting. I took my Mrcog from Riyadh Center, guys, Saudi Arabia. And I still remember, because we had a piece of paper, right? I still remember talking to myself during the exam. It's all right. The next has to be 100% correct. Until the last 10 EMQs, I used to tell myself, the last EMQ, everybody would make wrong because they're tired. I will do it. Just reading again, having the focus. What are they asking for? Please be confident in each one of your questions, and the game changers are your last 20 questions, where unfortunately, because of exhaustion, 90% of the students, they lose the score. Please don't do that to yourself. 1-2 questions that don't make a difference. If you go in exam with this approach, another important thing I had to talk to you guys. Now, I get message saying that, ma'am, we had prepared for 4 months, we had prepared for 6 months. Does the exam committee know about that? No, they don't know about that. I know somebody has studied for 1 year, somebody is a reset student, somebody is appearing for second time, third time, somebody is appearing for first time. Nobody knows about this. What we know is that your 200 questions which you're going to submit, that is what you have prepared. No matter, guys, it's been 15 days, 3 months, 6 months. What you do is what is going to affect your score. And what you're going to do, that is just what comes out from your harmony, your peace, your faith, and your confidence. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? So stop thinking about, I have not done this or I have done this. If you have done this and you don't read it carefully, there is chance that you lose the question. And if you have not done that topic and you do exclusion and you read it carefully, there is a chance that you do it correct. Yes or no? Do you guys agree what I'm trying to say? So now the preparation thing which we had to do, we have done it. We have done it. Now it's like how composed you are and how you approach your exam confidently. Am I able to clarify? Why am I here talking to you guys? I'm going to post this recording on your portal as well. You have to understand that preparation is one thing and appearing an exam is one mindset. And now I want that mindset because I want you guys, each one of you, to be in the champions meet. I want each one of you to confirm that yes, you guys are going to complete your MRCG 3 in 2026 May. Okay, this mindset I need. Right? Okay, understood that. Coming to another important point, which is that now exhaustion comes in the end. Please start reading questions very carefully, the last 20 to 30 questions, and tell yourself that every single question matters the most. And generally, the easy questions, they come in the end. The difficult questions are in the start to, waste your time or maybe struggle more and get overwhelmed by difficult questions. Time management is definitely an issue in part 2. I would not make you guys overconfident, but let me tell you guys that again, try to complete your single best answers in 50 to 60 minutes and 2 complete hours in EMQ, but keep on a track of time. It is on the screen. Last 10, 15 questions doing in such a speed and giving too much time. So give equal time to each. Don't be speedy in the last questions. 2 minutes for each EMQ is maximum which you can give. Few of the EMQs would be straightforward. Like I told you, 15, 20 questions are new and a little more thinking is needed, right? Like labor questions, CTG questions. So it's okay. The fast questions would give you time for the difficult questions, right? Because every question you're not going to take 2 minutes, but there will be questions where you're ending up like 1.5 minutes. So there will be questions where you can give 2.5 minutes to EMQ, sparing from the easy and straightforward questions. Another very, very important. That's like my girl Hira. Love you so much. Thank you very much, Devika. I have a very important point to tell you guys. We have done recalls. I have done myself. You have been through the last minute revision. Amazing discussion you have had with moderator whole day. You have had beautiful regular sessions, but do not be very blind in faith in the recalls, because it's not like that. At times they just add one more option. At times the question can be tricky. So for example, I remember in my exam the MI question was there where we have that ST elevation, right? Single best answer. Now, so many times what we do is that we see, oh, ST elevation first option, we mark it. Even then, please read the next 4 options as well. All right. Okay. Did you guys understand that? Even then, please read the next one, because I just want that we don't leave anything for granted. Oh, I know this. This is a copy paste recall. I've done this. Another important thing is that so many of you, I mean, it's probably a student's nature, though I was very different. I always used to stick to my own group where, my buddies are there and we are doing the questions. I never go to right or left, but so many of you, when you send me the screenshots, this group is doing this group is doing this. We all are humans and we all have errors. But again, I would say that errors question are very less. The bulk of the preparation after regular fast track and last minute revision, you don't need anything. Do not get confused, because confusion doesn't even make you lose that very question. It affects the other questions as well. It causes nervousness. So from today, Please, less of the messages from here and there, less of the chat from here and there. Try to be focused on whatever you know, because eventually it's not going to be a group exam. You're going to reproduce. Try to stay focused what you have done. Try to revise what you have done and have faith in your answer, whatever your clinical acumen instructs you at that time. This is very important. Have confidence of whatever you are doing at the moment. It is important to go ahead with that, right? Conserve your energies from this point onwards because you are building up your inner strength. Talking and chatting with your friend, and lots of confusion questions. Oh my God, you know this? I don't know. Oh, you did this topic? I didn't do this topic. Oh, I read this 1 month back. It's okay. We can't read everything in 1-2 days. There are certain things which you have read 1 month back, but if we sleep good, we understand and we recall that. It's very natural. But friends in this moment and groups in this moment causes anxiety. As a student, I'm telling you, not as a mentor. It does cause anxiety. I used to switch off. Do not talk to anybody before going to the exam. In the Pearson Center, you might find people, oh my God, so much of RFA Lumini, but you don't know anybody. You take your exam, even in the break, you will see group of people, 4 here, 5 here, and talking about the exam, talking about the questions. You did this? Oh, I did this. What difference would it make? Nothing, but it's going to affect your next exam. No discussion in the break time, please. After you take your second exam, yes, after that, I'm permitting you guys to hug and to meet and to discuss about anything and to talk to your friends. But before and in between the break, because your second exam is equally important as your first exam. Do you guys understand these points? Right? All these points are going to affect. Please write down these points, and these were not suggestions. All of you, please. These were not suggestions. These were orders. Please follow them. Right? These were orders. What do we remember out of ethics? No autonomy on this. It was paternalism. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Yes, these are not considered. This is offer and recommendation. All right, guys. Any question, please? I'm here for this and I'm here to answer all the queries. This was from my side, what I have made a checklist to tell you guys. I hope it was helpful. But work on them because this was not as a mentor. I am putting myself again back in 2018 when I took this exam. Yes, my love, Livania. I'm here for the question.
Ma'am,
Our question divided into obs and gynae part or mix. Okay, Shivangi has got a beautiful question. We'll take the questions one by one, guys. So when we were taking exam, my first exam was gynac. I remember first question from hyperemesis gravidarum, early pregnancy, and then second was obstetric. It was a beautiful division. After COVID, a little mixing happened in 2020 at the Pearson exam, first one, in which few of the surgical module questions were in obstetrics as well, which generally is a gynec part. In the last few exams, 3 to 4 questions were mixed, but generally one is complete gynec, one is complete obs. Now, there's no fixed rule, and it doesn't make any difference at all if it's a gynae first or an obs first. Why you guys are so confused about this? Does it make any difference? You have to do both the exams, right? So often they give gynae first, often they give obs first, and mostly 90% is separate paper, but few questions might be mixed and overlapping as well. Okay, all right.
Ma'am, can I say something?
Absolutely, sure.
So just a couple of things, guys. Number one is if you're giving your exam out of UK, it's okay if you do not have your passport, but you have one government ID which has the same name, because only 2 days are there. If you call RCOG rather than just email them as well, but if there are discrepancies there, give them a call. There's an RCOG number on the RCOG portal. Give them a call. There's an exam section. They will immediately send you that letter, because if you're giving it from outside the UK, you will not be able to contact them. This happened to me in my part 1, and I gave part 1 with a lot of difficulty because I had to really put it was a struggle for me at that point in time. But so make sure that, yeah, even one dot is not different from what you have. Okay. If you don't have a passport and you're not able to get through RCOG, just in case in these 2 days, working days, then take the ID which has the same name. Even if they're 2 government IDs, that's fine, other than the passport, or one is government, one is non-government, that is also okay. But the names should be the same, exact ditto same to what you have on your Pearson portal. Second thing, um, please, it's not worth doing anything new. Even if you know that you don't know this topic, don't do anything new today. It's a request. You will muddle up your mind to something. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. Honestly, I know it sounds very paternalistic, like Sidra ma'am said, but
Mhm.
it's not worth it, guys. It's a big exam. It's 1 or 2 marks are not going to make it 90. Whatever you know, 70-80%, that's going to make your score. Uh, one thing because we do so many recalls, and recalls are just recalls, right? Nobody knows. When you come after the exam and sit and write the recalls, you'll miss 70% of the question altogether. So please don't have answers preformed in your brain. Because of the recalls, what happens is a question, for example, okay, someone has been on doxorubicin in her pre-pregnancy. What will you do in pregnancy? Now, you know the answer is echocardiogram. But in that muddled mind, because you've done so many recalls, the ECG will not be written as ECG. It will be written as electrocardiogram. Then you will go and select that. That's not echocardiogram, it's ECG. That's what happens because of recalls. So please make sure that you read the question. The echocardiogram and electrocardiogram in that stress will become one. How much ever silly it sounds. But it happens. And there are some centers which are colder temperature centers, can be really cold. So make sure that you have something that you because sometimes the AC is so cold, and if you're just wearing like a tank top or a t-shirt, you'll freeze to death, and because of that you'll have to take lubricks. And Pearson, if you go for a lubric, they make all your pockets come out. They check your ID before you go, they check your ID with the name after you go, so you lose a lot of time. So please make sure you wear pants which have no pockets, if that's possible. Because how much ever pockets and extra this thing you have, you'll have to undo them. Like you'll have to take your pocket out completely and show it to them. So that just adds extra 5 seconds when you come back from your lubric. In your 1 hour, you will get access to your phone. However, there's so much screen time we are getting anyways. If you can avoid using your phone. But some centers might not give you the opportunity. So one center I attended, they didn't let us touch our phones. One center did. So it's not a necessity that you'll get your phone in that 1 hour. That's it.
Very much, Sharika. Thank you. I would just add on one thing, please. I start receiving messages from Hong Kong, Singapore a little earlier because, of course, early morning their exam ends, and when the next in India maybe not started. So even my Malaysian students, they message me. So I come to know very early that how is the exam, how is this. I just tell you one thing, that every student, no matter she's my gold medalist, even when she's coming out, she remembers the mistakes only. Okay. So please remember one thing, that whatever would be there, no matter somebody tells you that I have done the exam, I'm done with the exam, these were the questions, please don't listen to them. If you're friends in different parts of the world, why? It causes confusion, nothing else, because maybe they don't remember the full options. It just causes confusion. You opening up, oh, I will do endometrial hyperplasia now, nothing. Please read the question there and then and make your decision. Do not listen to anybody who has appeared, who has completed, who has not completed, but it depends upon what you're going to read at that very moment. I hope I'm clear on this. Apart from this, regarding the Pearson Center, as few are very chill, so you can take your hoodies, you can take your uppers, but at the same time, there are few where nothing would be working, so you can take off your uppers as well. Okay, so something which is like saving you because you don't know how it would be. Regarding the Pearson Center, it varies from people to people. Standard is different everywhere. Few of the Pearson centers in different parts of India are very distant. I do know that they're not very good in terms of their the facilities. But then again, one thing is for sure, that you should be ready for everything. Water, few people are asking, I think Niharika wrote, few of the Pearson Center, if your bottle doesn't have any wrapper on something, it's a transparent water, like your pair for OAT aisles, so they let you go in, but few of them, they don't. So if they don't allow, few of the students, they could take in chocolate. So it depends upon Pearson to Pearson, guys. There's no fixed RCOG rule. Few of the student was having chocolates, and they unwrapped the chocolates and they placed on a tissue paper without wrapper. They could take it in, but others, they could not. So it really depends upon like what Pearson Center you're appearing in, right? So Aisha, toilet is not prohibited, it's allowed. But remember, Part 2 is a very long exam. So anything you're using, hardly you get time, 2 minutes for each question, right? It's packed questions and time management. So you don't have this much time that you have to go to toilet. That's why I'm emphasizing a lot on your bowel habits, on, attending toilet in the break and empty your bladder, because I know that this causes so much of a difficulty. Hansween, why do you guys want to wear rings at first place? Make yourself comfortable. But if you think that a tiny ring in your hand that stays in your hand always, so nobody stops you from there. Earrings, of course, I'm sure that they're not going to be too big wedding style earrings, but if they are very small, tiny studs, you can wear that. No problem, Hansveen. Okay, right? What email should we write? Ask COG for the letter. I've not received a reply yet. All of those who have received a letter, please write it down here for Hanisha, where you get the details. So the smartwatches, please write it down, the email address where you got the letter from, so that Hanisha can choose the same one, please. Absolutely, absolutely do that. No, it's not. No, it's not. Mega Mock is absolutely different than that of Modular Mock. There was some question, please. No smartwatches, no Apple Watches, no connectivity, Bluetooth is allowed. However, the normal general watch can be worn, but you've got clock in the time in front of your screen. So that's not essential to wear a watch, because the time is going to be on your screen as it is from the start of your exam. It's going to be on the screen. So you don't need Elizabeth, right? Sharika, please, you want to say something?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
there was a colleague of mine, a friend of mine, and even this happened on part 1 with me, that if you are not able to start, so sometimes what happens is Pearson VUE centers, maybe 1 or 2 computers don't work. So your computer might not work. Don't, and they might like shift you to another facility, or they might arrange a new computer for you. This might take some time. So don't panic, because your exam will not start unless and until you log into your with your name and password which they give you. It will not, your 3 hours will not start. So if you're starting 15 minutes or 20 minutes or even 1 hour later than other people, you will finish 1 hour later, or how much ever time later you've started. So don't panic that people have started and you've not started your exam and you'll get less time. You will get 3 hours per paper. It's a fault at their end, so they will rectify it for you. This happens to a lot of people in a lot of parts of the world, like not just UK.
If you please, I've made the booster group active for the chat. Reason for that is only that in the morning you can contact us in one group, where so many students, they don't know each other, but when they write in the group that we are facing difficulty. Last time in one of the Dubai Pearson Center, there was some problem. The whole electricity was shut down, and then they had to shift the Pearson Center. It started 3 hours late. So you come to know, okay, so many students are there, and you can connect and you can write, right? So my request to all of you is that please don't panic. If anything is happening technically from Pearson, then they are responsible for that. Okay, so you don't have to worry. Even last time we had a complete second exam for them. When their second exam, they didn't open in Pearson Center. So you don't have to worry about that, because if some technical problem is from Pearson side, Pearson has to compensate for that, and then they give you a second chance as well. I'm having a
Yeah.
computer.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, my love. Yes, Safa, please. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, my dear friends.
Mhm.
Just got free, ma'am. Okay.
No problem. I understand. Yes, please, my dear.
Okay, ma'am. So in exam, actually, SBAs are very important as well. But we think that when we are analyzing the students' feedback, which college sent, I saw many of the students, when they are not able to pass, the EMQ is same, like 60%, around 60 to 50 to 60% they got pass. But in SBAs, when they get less marks, then the passing will be less. So it's, when you are doing the SBAs, please concentrate. First, go with the first instinct. Don't change the answer. Just because you are doing it in the computer, you have the chance to change the answer. People are keep on changing even after the exam. Students used to write in the group that, oh, first I tick that, then I change. So don't change that. Take first 1 hour completely for SBAs. Don't rush. Always, it will be most of the time SBAs will be recalls, repeated questions, and it will be a well-known question. Repeatedly, you have practiced. But even though you have to see what is asked. For example, perimortem cesarean section, always they ask starting time, students immediately put 4 minutes, but sometimes they ask how much time it took for to achieve the PMCS. So please read the question carefully on the SBAs. Please concentrate on SBAs, because I know everyone will be telling concentrate on EMQs. EMQs actually, even the best student who got first mark, they can't do completely all correct in the EMQs. Mostly 75% of the EMQs, if they do well, you will get more than 75% marks. But SBAs, if you are missing, then the passing will be affected. So please concentrate on 50 SBAs. You have to get out of 100 SBAs more than 90. If you get passed, surely it will be a passing attempt. So please concentrate on SBAs. Don't miss the SBAs and EMQs as well. EMQs, you have been very well trained by Dr.
What she means is that
Sidra ma'am.
we emphasize on EMQs. What she means to say is that it's not that you take SB as easy, because it's contributing to your
Yes,
final
ma'am.
score,
Yeah.
right? You don't
When
have to
students
take
are failing, when we see that, it is because of SBAs only. Because
Absolutely.
SBAs, when they are getting less marks, then they get failed. That is why I'm just
And all those who are saying that at the moment, Safa ma'am is saying that. So ask me. So when I am taking booster for her, also part 2 and part 3, I am visualizing her as a student. See? So I know that how it was. For every single student, it was the same. Now, what we are speaking is out of our experience. So that's why we are telling you, as like every
That's
student.
why, no, ma'am. Now college is giving that feedback after the exam,
Exactly.
giving the
Yes.
feedback. No, when we are analyzing that, I realize this.
That,
When
yeah.
students failing, it's mainly because of SBAs. When they perform low, they fail.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we
So
all
50
had
minutes and 3 hours, 3 hours. I know it's a very in our life. This part 2 exam is the toughest one, because we are spending almost 6 hours. Part
6.
1 is easy exam. They finish 1 hour, 1 hour. Part 3 exam is only 2.5 hours. That's it. But part 3 exam is very lengthy, and we have to spend the whole 6 hours in sitting, because reading EMQs, reading all the options. So it's a tiring one, but you people are already trained with the last minute revision, sitting for 6 hours.
You guys are so well prepared, starting from the regular to the fast track to the EMQ workshop to the last revision. Nothing has been left. And when we were taking exam, I'm sure me as a student, we didn't have help. And when I was coaching Safa batch, and when I was coaching them as a student back in 2019-20, it was a different feel, because things were not that much in a platter. For you guys, everything is in a platter. And you guys have so well prepared. Just the final touch, the final confidence within yourself. That would be awesome. Please, Reena, you want to
Hello,
say
ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Devika. Yes, my dear.
Ma'am, this is the time we are hearing your voice. Now it's going to stay with me in my examination hall. Thank you so much. You have given so much information. The only thing which I find difficult is that syllabus is too lengthy.
It is. It
Too
is.
lengthy. I cannot even finish. Still, I have not finished, to be honest.
Absolutely. So what I would say is that please don't go ahead with lots and lots of things at the moment, because last minute
Yeah.
things, confusion. Maximum what you can do is algorithm and tables revision. That's it, my dear. That would be sufficient.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Hi,
Thank you.
Thank you, Safa ma'am. Safa ma'am has
Dr.
kept us for last 10 days so much busy that almost all revision has been done, but still revision is needed.
I know
More
this is
revision is
this is
needed.
for all students, my dear. This is for
Yes,
all
ma'am.
students.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
Even
Thank
after
you.
finishing the
Can I talk,
exam, we
please?
have to read. Okay, revision is
Yes,
needed
yes.
for every time. So don't worry. we will do the exam very well and we will pass it. Okay.
Dr.
Absolutely.
Sidra,
Thank you, ma'am.
Dr. Sidra, I
Thank you, Safa,
remember when
ma'am. Thank you,
we
ma'am.
started these lectures. So like in between, like after every 2 or 3 lecture, you would say, "Oh, my student tell me that your voice was ringing in our ear, ma'am," and I would used to think, what kind of students are these? Because I know I won't remember any of your voice when my exams come. But now when I'm revising the MCQs, like just now, like Ma'am Safa said about 4 minutes and 5 minutes, and similarly when I was doing infertility, subfertility questions, that 2 years, okay, this 2 years, if you understand this, so you have 4 to 5 questions that you will be having, right? So actually now I can hear your voice ringing in my ear, which I thought was kind of impossible when we started this session.
Yes, it will be.
Yes,
And
so we were true.
yeah,
That's
and
amazing.
when you'll be taking exam, you guys would feel, oh, ma'am told this, oh, we had discussion on this. You would remember everything. But when we'll be focusing on one question, today you've got lots of curriculum in your head, so you feel
Yes,
that
ma'am. You
fun.
are the only energy source at that time in the
That's it.
hall.
And now the question is that what to revise and what not to revise.
Yes, yes,
Everyone
ma'am.
is asking what to revise, what to revise.
Right. So my suggestion on this is that whatever comes in front of you, make a checklist of those important points which we have given, that these are the must coming. Just scan their tables and the points, the bullet points. You can't go to the guidelines, you can't go much. Everybody has got some last minute revision sheets, which I had been making for the fast track. In the end, I give you those algorithms of topics, right? So you can start from one module and just start scanning. Scanning gives you memory. So just start scanning the algorithms in the end. Today and tomorrow and 6 p.m., you should just close your books and please take a very good sleep. Every day from today, diet, sleep, breakfast, lunch, and again, as I've told about the bowel habits, they all make a very healthy combination for appearing and giving your best in exam, right?
Ma'am,
Definitely. Yes, my dear Reena.
ma'am, I want to ask about the second paper. In first paper, we will go with SBS first. But in second paper, it's obvious we
Both
will be.
papers same.
Both
Both
papers,
papers
yes,
same.
please.
I just want to ask this: should I go for the EMQs first in second paper
No,
because it's
no.
tiring in
No,
last.
it's not about tiring. It's about completing one section and just thinking about. Because if you do EMQs, the last 10 EMQs will take so much time and you'll be left with like 30 minutes for the single based answers. And as we are saying, single based answers are equally important. Finish them off in 50 minutes maximum if you're speedy. If not, then 60 minutes, and then give your 2 hours to EMQs, my dear. Okay?
Ma'am,
Hi,
anything
ma'am.
special regarding first part will be obstetric or gynec?
No, my dear, it doesn't make
It's not
Both mix.
same. Sometimes
Yes.
there will be mixed. Sometimes, this generic competencies, that is clinical governance one,
Yeah,
it is there in all the 2 papers.
absolutely.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Can
So
I
it's
ask a question, ma'am?
Devika. Yes, Niharika, my love.
Yeah.
Regarding water, I told you, Niharika, take it and just take off the wrapper.
No,
If
no,
that,
ma'am.
yes, my
No,
love.
ma'am, not about the water. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for the LMR and all of this and the
So,
boosters every day. Ma'am, I just have given the exam long time back. So I just wanted to know, there was some strike through option, some highlight option, which I could see on the screen, the pictures that they had sent. So can you just run us through that? Do we need to waste time doing that, or how
no,
do I go
it
about
is
that?
as quick, guys. It is for students. They say that we don't take time. If it's as quick that you're making your cursor move while reading, and it's as quick as this, go ahead. If you want to, for example, if I see a parity here, I'll just open up the highlighter. If I see that, okay, para 3, 36 years, and while reading. But if you think that you have to stop and you have to highlight, it depends upon you guys. If you really feel that, then leave it, please. Then you don't have time management. You can decide in your first 5 questions, you'll understand. Right? In
Ma'am,
Niharika,
and
hmm?
and flagging, when we do the flagging, they all go to the last, right? So supposing we have to, how does it
So,
work?
so basically, when you flag the question, make sure that you guys mark it first, because when
Answer it. Yeah.
you have to answer it, because no negative marking is there. After flagging,
Yeah.
to it. Once you come back to it, then you see that this is the situation. You come back on this. Once you see that you have reached to that point, you have seen that flag, all the flag questions, when you click on that, that will be together. But hardly anybody gets time to get back to the questions in part 2, honestly, guys. It's very less.
Yeah, time management is very important.
So
And
it's not that.
ma'am, if some specific question is there an option to go back to that specifically, or once you do
Yes,
flag, all
absolutely.
the flags will
No,
come? How does it
no.
go?
For example, the flag questions are all marked, they're colored. So you can click on 25, 64, 82, you know.
So you can actually note down, no, ma'am? Will they give us some paper to note down our queries or something? Do we have a paper? Can we take papers?
Generally, A4 sheets are there with pencils, but all Pearson centers they don't have. Again, it varies from Pearson to Pearson.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Exactly, Devika. Nobody can go back generally for this. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm super proud of your efforts starting 6 months back. Next, this Friday, I have January 2026 introduction. I'm updating everything, making new introduction, new PowerPoints, new slides, new topics, updates from the strategy. And I was remembering that 6 months back, we had your introduction. So it was a very, very strong connectivity of family, and every single day we enjoyed a lot. But in the end, we are humans. If there was any sort of a shortcoming from our side, we try to maintain the standards and teach from the heart. It doesn't come from, I always say, not from the piece of papers or the inks. It comes straight away from the heart when we are spreading education. But at the end of the day, it was all togetherness, which we have felt from your side, and the connectivity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much, ma'am. Hats
We are
off to
so
your
excited.
passion.
All of you, we are waiting for you for MRCOG Part 3 to get completed in the next exam, 2025.
Keeping
And
my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
absolutely, we all are waiting for those batches to start. Already getting so many queries that from the next day, I'm going to start as listener, ma'am, because I want to know how Part 3 is. I have to shift, I have to do all. I'm just saying that concentrate on this exam. We are going to have a meeting and we'll discuss about that, how the next step can be taken. You all are our responsibilities. And at the end of the day, it's a family, I would say. I teach not only MRCOG, we have to learn how to be good individuals and making it a success and prosperous in your life. I have strong faith in collective prayers. Please, 30 seconds of silence. Whatever faith we have all over the world, let's pray for each other and let's pray for blessings, please. 30 seconds of silence together.
Sitra ma'am, can I say something?
Sure, my love.
Yes, this is Dr. Manisha,
Yes.
and I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I am in profound gratitude for what you have done with patience to mold us and to be now with us and in our exam. In this final time, we need your wishes, your prayers, and keep us in your prayers, ma'am. And we are going to keep you in our prayers. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us.
Means a lot. When you guys would enter into the Pearson Center, we would be on the prayers mat whole day. I keep on reciting because I do understand that how much blessings they mean. And when you come back and when the result is there, I always feel that it's my result. I know that how much hard work and sacrifice you guys had put in, but at the end of the day, we all need blessings and the luck does matter. 30 seconds of silence for prayers with togetherness, please. Ameen. So, Ameen, thank you so much. May every single thought which comes in your mind makes you go straight towards the right answer. May every single step which you take towards the Pearson Center makes you shining and come out successfully. May every single word which you have read, starting from your medical school, comes in your mind and takes you towards the right thought. May every single click you guys do that takes you towards your successful score. Thank you so much. Mentor is emotional at the moment. You all are in heart. No matter I have been responding to you guys individually, no matter you had been a silent student, No matter you were a talkative part of the member, no matter you were a very quiet and calm member, you all are in heart. No matter you had been connected or you were just listening to the recordings, each one of you is part of us, and we stand beside you not only today, for your future steps. And it is a family for always. We are together. Best of luck from the entire team of Private Tutors. We are going to pray for you wholeheartedly. Just remember these points. And the last word, I would sum up this meeting saying only one thing: fight till the last question. I will be whispering in your ears, will be sitting beside you, telling you, fight till the last question. Even the last question, you'll make it correct. You would see that you will be in the champions meet and you will be preparing for part 3 very soon. Thank you so much. I love you.
All the
Although I joined just this journey halfway, but I love you for your passion for teaching, your exceptional abilities. I've been in the field for the last 26 years. I have yet to see an exceptional and dedicated and great teacher like you.
Thank you so much, Rapid. Thank you. I'm very emotional listening to this. But again, I would say teaching is not easy. It's not about lectures and just coming and going away. It's about from heart, and it comes from heart, honestly.
It's
Thank you
God
very much.
gifted.
Thank you so much.
What you have is God gifted. It's a
Thank you.
blessing of Allah.
Thank you so much. Indeed.
Everyone can't do that.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Lots and lots of prayers again for you guys.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
all the very best, my dear friends, with lots of prayers.
Thank you. Thank you
So
so
much.
much.
Best
to the
of luck
ma'am
to
once
all
more.
my friends.
Lots
Best of
of
luck to
blessings
all
and
my
wishes to
friends.
everyone who are appearing for the.
Thank you so much. I'm going
Thank
to
you
send
so
We
much.
are
Best luck,
going to make our
everyone.
mentor proud.
Ah,
Thank you, ma'am.
yes. Tell Safa how strict I was when she was entering into the part 3. I was telling her the last phone call, Safa, yeah? So the last things in mind, ma'am, I'm entering into the exam hall. All of you just remember one thing, that once you're entering up into the center, I will send 2 voice notes, the last 2 voice notes. One voice note, you're going to listen to it before sleeping, and one voice note when you're entering into the Pearson Center. That should be the last voice, and just go as warriors and win as warriors. Again, fight for each question. You will come out very successful with flying colors. Thank you very much. Mentor loves you, stand beside you. Thank you very much. Praying from the heart. Bye-bye, everybody. Hugs to everyone out there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much. Thank you so much. From
Thank you.
Nigeria. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you all around the globe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, all
Thank
the
you so
Gulf
much,
nations.
ma'am.
Thank you, India, everyone. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care. Best of luck from the entire team of RFA Tutors. Thank you so much.